Okay, okay, I just took about a 3 milligram hit of Furanylfentanyl. I'm feeling pretty good. So I wanted to talk about this drug, and it should definitely be avoided, and it's extremely dangerous. Um, and I wanted to tell a little bit of my story and experiences with it. So I created a bunch of blotters, and between consuming blotters as tests, I had tried smoking it and probably smoked about, I'm guessing, 2 or 3 grams over maybe a month period. Um, so I ended up getting dope sick and what could be called fentanyl poisoning. Now it's important to note that this is furanylfentanyl and not actual fentanyl. And furanylfentanyl is a designer version of it. It is 1/30th the strength of actual fentanyl. Um, the initial onset, generally speaking, 1 milligram is a good dose. General onset is Euphoria for approximately 20 to 30 minutes, and there's a 3-hour afterglow. Um, Now, the thing is about the afterglow, uh, if you do your homework and you've done this for a while, what ends up happening is this afterglow doesn't go away, and it'll last for days. And shortly after this afterglow is finally over, you'll spend anywhere from 3 to 5 days hovering around the toilet, puking your brains out. It was so bad that I ended up in the emergency room. Um, I gotta say that uh, fentanyl is extremely dangerous, and it didn't take very long for me to become physically dependent on it. And the best article I've read about it is with the Center for Disease Control, and essentially there's a buildup in your system over time, and there's two aspects of the drug. One is the initial onset of euphoria, and then there's an enhancing effect that lasts long after that. It's generally used for breakthrough pain, and generally how people die from it is from abusing it. I can say that I probably came pretty close. Uh, I was really, really sick. Now, you'll build a tolerance to it extremely fast, and it'll get to the point where even if you have an unlimited supply, that you can't consume it fast enough to keep up with the demand that your body has. Now, I'm not really an opiate guy, and generally speaking, my DOC is cannabis and spice, and not opiates. So I'm just finishing off a little bit that I have here. You know, being that I've already went through being dope sick, I definitely don't want to be dope sick again. Now, a lot of the other people that tried this, I was the only one that really had that effect, that it had that effect on. But at the same time, I was smoking it, so where no one else was. Some people tried it and they went, "Oh, I don't like smoking it," but smoking it is very pleasurable. Um, Now, during this period of time, which was about 3 to 5 days, it felt like my nerves were on fire. Uh, I was so sick. Any anything that there were things that were just so unpleasant. It's very difficult to describe how miserable I was, but I made it through it, and I can honestly say that outside of what I'm scraping out of my beaker here, that probably not going to pursue trying Furanylfentanyl again. But for some people who need it for breakthrough pain, it's a good thing. Anyway, so that's pretty much my review on Furanylfentanyl. If you want to be real miserable and sick, go ahead and give it a shot. It's probably safe. You're in the safe zone if you do it maybe once or twice. I highly recommend that you don't make a habit of it, because no matter what, you're going to end up sick. So, and that's where people die. And they die when they smoke too much of it too, of course. Anyway, that's where I'm at with Furanylfentanyl. Stay away, kids. Leave this one to the pros. And have a good one. Furanylfentanyl. Naughty, naughty drug.